play. Okongwu can play. And Trae Young's like a real leader of a team. The Hawks are going to give Miami issues. Okay, now let's get back on YouTube.
Hold on. We just got live on YouTube.
There we go.
Shout out to the Facebook fan.
Yep. YouTube and
we live. My man Adam, Rilla Crow. We in the building. Hello. Back on Critical Thoughts. I think this is episode.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But we live, baby. How we doing today, man?
Good, man. It was a good couple of days.
Yeah.
Last night was great. You know, I'm a Nets fan. Nets won against Cleveland. Got us into that 7th seed.
Thanks.
And things worked out pretty good. I kind of was hoping they'd avoid Milwaukee, which they did. They got Boston, which is very tough. I got a lot of respect for Boston.
Right.
Boston's tough. I'd rather play them than Milwaukee, but I don't want to, jinx anything. But, we got that 7th seed. Watched a good Clippers-Timberwolves game last night.
Right.
The Wolves got the 7th seed. I kind of think it's interesting, them in Memphis, 2 young teams.
Yeah.
That's an interesting series. Then we got Hawks, Hornets. Hawks winning, up by 16. They're looks like they're gonna be playing at Cleveland for the 8th spot. And like I was saying, I like the Hawks. I like the Hawks to make the playoffs before this tournament playing started. And I like them to not only get the 8th seed, but maybe beat Miami in round 1. I'm not even joking. Like, I think they could beat Miami in round 1. I'm dead serious
and
about
of
that.
course, we live. We watching the game. It's the playoff. Well, it's the play-in. Hawks, Hornets.
Yeah.
It's the 13th of April.
13th.
On a Wednesday, live, streaming, like, Facebook fam. What's going on?
What's up,
Tristan, what's going on? Everybody out there live watching on YouTube, on Facebook, what's going on? And please, subscribe, and comment Critical Thoughts.
Yes.
Let's
I've
get
been itching to get to this. There's a backstory with the Hawks with me. Last year on Facebook, right before the playoffs started, Tristan knows about this, I posted that not only would the Hawks beat the Knicks, but I said they're going to beat Philly in round 2. This was right before the playoffs started. I got a lot of heat for that. It's a lot of heat coming my way. Like, people didn't think they beat the Knicks. Like, people were like, you're bugging. The Knicks are going to beat them. Blah, 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 blah. But, all right, we'll see. We'll see. They go on to beat the Knicks and Philly. I get my respect on it, but, like, that's why it's not like, from out of character for me to take the Hawks over Miami, because I think, because I run with them, and I just believe in that team. I like Nate McMillan as a coach. I like Young as a leader. I like their guys like Herter, Bogdanovich, Gallinari, Collins if he's healthy. They got a bunch of guys. Hunter. I like their team.
Right.
A lot of young guys. A lot of guys they drafted. I like teams like that. I always gravitate towards teams that built through the draft.
Yeah.
And I like a team like Atlanta that drafted Herter, drafted Collins, drafted Trae Young, drafted Okongwu, built their team up from the draft. Signed Bogdanovich, which was kind of an underrated signing. He wasn't exactly, he was kind of like a little flying under the radar a little bit from Sacramento. But if you got League Pass, you knew Bogdanovich was good. We get to watch a little Sacramento. Beautiful 3 in the corner by Daniil Hunter, the youngster out of Virginia.
So we got Charlotte 67. Atlanta 86.
Yeah, Atlanta's up 19, looking good.
Third quarter, 4:40 to go.
I mean, the Hornets are a good offensive team. They can go on a run, but the Hawks are tough at home. We remember we were watching about a week ago. They beat the Nets at home.
Yeah,
Durant had 55, and the Hawks still won. And so they're tough at home.
And on top of that, the Nets came back that game.
Yeah, they did.
Durant had an amazing game that night.
Yeah, 55, and the Hawks would still won the game at home. Hawks are tough at home. They're gonna. Charlotte's not winning this game. The next game's interesting though. The Spurs at the Pelicans. 2 teams that got off the season with slow starts. A lot of young guys, and then the Spurs.
Trade happened.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say
the Spurs got better.
The Spurs actually. The Spurs actually look like they're actually gave up on the season. The Spurs, and were just going for picks and young guys. Like, they got rid of Derek White. They traded Derek White to Boston. They got let DeRozan go last year. Aldridge. They seem to be whatchamacallit, rebuilding. But Popovich is a good coach, and he saw that in the West with these young guys, you can only win 35 games just about. You can get to the play-in. And they happen to just play well at the end of the season with some young guys. And Bogdanovich for 3. The Hawks are blowing them out right now, up by 24. So they ended up getting there. And then the Pelicans, who were off to a 2-15 start. No Zion. I mean, for the Pelicans to be where they are now is pretty impressive. They were 2-15 to start the season. Zion was out. Brandon Ingram was banged up. And they just look lifeless. Now, when then Ingram comes back, they get some young guys playing well. And then, I think you were maybe talking about this, the big trade where they acquired C.J. McCollum from Portland.
And that helped them out a lot.
A lot.
They needed somebody that they could go to.
Yes.
Brandon is becoming that, but they needed some type of vet figure that's gonna actually like how Dinwiddie is for
Dallas.
Yeah. You know, like you got somebody that can close out games, has a great game.
Yeah.
He's a good shooter, and he can get points.
And he can get his own shot.
But then you got a young guy that's coming up, and he might need some type of direction.
Yeah.
Because he's also that good. So
CJ's a great vet to presence on your team.
Yeah.
That was a great move by them.
Yeah. That was actually a great comparison because that's exactly what's going on in the Mavericks right now with Dinwiddie and Luka.
Yeah.
You know, some of you guys might believe that, like Luka's so nice that, Luka is that nice. But when you got somebody like Dinwiddie with you, it's going to make you even better.
Mm-hmm.
And for the years to come, your IQ is only going to be...
Yeah, he can. They have a good chemistry. They showed right away. Didn't really fit in on Dallas'
player like Luka, he's going to embrace that.
Yeah, and he needs other smart guys around him.
And that's kind of what I think what the Pelicans did with CJ. They embraced his role as a vet and as a player that can actually go out there and score.
Yeah.
He could put up 40 if he wanted to.
Yeah, and Jonas Valanciunas is another, good piece they have over there.
Mm-hmm.
The big man inside. And they got a good rookie, Herbert Jones. I think he was a late first-round pick. I know he played at Alabama. He's a nice rookie. Defense, a little offense. He's a good little player. Then they got that kid who you told me about, Alvarado from Georgia Tech.
What?
That dude who sneaks up behind people and steals the ball. Yo, that's a real thing.
Yo, he's a good.
I gotta check Alvarado on the Pelicans. Yeah.
Like, he's really a good...
They're doing some crazy shit.
Your man acts like he's a part of the bench and then just comes back to the skill.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
He had Caruso going into a travel.
Yeah. He got Tree Young all jammed up. Like, that's really a thing.
You've been watching this shit longer than me. Have you ever seen that?
No. I've never seen anything like that before.
And what's crazy is that it's legal.
Yeah, of course. But it's kind of like it's like the play in football where they have a guy out there on kick return. They had a guy and he laid down on the logo in the back of the end zone so that nobody saw him because he was like camouflaged into the logo. And then when the kickoff came, they caught it, ran to one side, and then threw it back to him. All of a sudden he's up and going. And nobody's seen him because he was laying on the logo, like blending into the turf. That's what that reminds me of. This guy's by the bench, blending in, nobody sees him, and then he runs up behind your guy and steals the ball.
Now, he's going to have to actually find another rhythm or another, getaway thing that he does, because, coach is going to watch film and catch him.
Yeah, but he's a decent little player. He was a good player at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
But the Pelicans got spirit. That brings spirit to your team. That's why I like them. And I like their 3 guys here right now. Ingram, CJ, and Valanciunas. And then what if Zion? We seen Zion doing between the leg dunks before games. I feel like Zion's gonna play, especially the Pelicans have to win tonight, and then they really have to win Friday. But at least if they win tonight, I think we might see Zion on Friday against the Clippers and playing for all the marbles for the playoff spot. And then definitely if they get that 8 seed.
Yeah,
I definitely think we're going to see Zion. And I think we're going to see Kawhi in the first round, and I think we're going to see Ben Simmons in the first round. Those are my predictions. We're going to see Ben, Kawhi, and Zion in the first round.
Talk about it.
Well, actually, wait. Clippers are going to play the Pelicans, so one of them is going to be out. So we can't see Zion and Kawhi in the first round because they're going to play each other. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we get one of the 2.
But that's a hot take, though.
Yeah.
But That's to me is very interesting. Like these guys coming in when it's like, all right,
haven't played all season.
But my whole thing
and
is,
Jamal Murray.
Do you think that like kind of like does it bother the other players in the team? Not in the case of Jamal Murray because he's there. They love the guy. Whenever you want to come back, he's welcome. But somebody like Ben Simmons that got traded into
that's a different situation. You're right. You are right. Correct.
Like how do you think they gonna go about?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's definitely different than the Jamal Murray situation because Murray played. Denver plays like that motion offense. Murray's used to it. They kind of know their roles.
Yeah, but regardless, they got that chemistry.
Yeah, Murray can just kind of slip right in and he knows his spot.
But how do you feel like somebody like KD or Kyrie, like
it's a different deal.
Ben just comes in like, yeah, I want to play now.
Yeah, it's a different deal for a few reasons. Like you said, he hasn't played with them. So yeah, and he also Ben is a kind of a point guard in a way. So
shout out my man Justin.
Yeah, big shout to Ben is a point guard. So how are they going to do this? Well, Ben can also play a little in the low block. He can play like on the baseline a little bit. I think they might use him. Actually, they'll probably use him at the point because the Nets. If you look at the Nets right now, they don't even have a point guard. Dragic missed a couple games, and when he's in, he runs the point. But Kyrie's not really a point. KD runs a little point. Kyrie runs a little point. Bruce Brown plays the point a little bit. Seth Curry. They don't have like a point guard. They just got guys that can handle it and pass it. So that's what the Nets are doing right now, which is cool. Patty Mills even brings the ball up sometimes. So they're just kind of like divvying out the point guard thing.
Yeah, but to me, it's not even really about like what role is he gonna play because he's gonna be good regardless. My whole thing is just like you coming in now. Like if Ben comes in now, he has to come in and like do some shit.
I think what he can do is defensively be great right away, and that'll help.
Right. Okay.
If he could think about it. If he could just be like a little better than James Johnson was, who's kind of similar, plays D, bigger guy, handle the ball, pass, make a shot here and there. If he could be better than James Johnson, that'll be good. And I think that's easy for him. I think he could be, I think, because Ben's not a guy who wants to get shots up like crazy, so that kind of plays into his favor where he can kind of just pass. He can drive and dish, maybe go all the way to the basket sometimes, play some good defense on different guys. I think Ben is he's good easy to implement.
Like he's good when he's gonna come into a role.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come off the bench too. I don't think he's gonna start. I think he's coming off the bench.
If he comes off the bench,
that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna come off the bench.
Shout out to that boy Steve Nash because he's gangster.
No, he is gonna come off the bench. I guarantee you, that's how the Nets roll. Like KD played one game this season, came off the bench. KD came off the bench one game this season. When he just came back, he came off the bench.
That's G'd up.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Then that's how they roll. Like Ben Simmons will come back his first.
And I think too, like that's a respect thing for him, because I feel like they respect Steve Nash and just him as a basketball player first, And then you never know. He's probably because I can't call it. Like to be real, like a lot of people can't call it because this is Steve Nash like first run really being a coach. As a coach, but you never know. Like him in the locker room and all that shit, he's probably amazing. He's probably like, yo, this guy has the mind of somebody that can be like a future great coach. So you probably respect him on that second level.
He was that was Kevin Durant's almost appointed coach, I heard.
Yeah, from who I first heard it from was Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie really wanted him. And then, KD and Kyrie's like this, and then KD kind of verbally was like, yo, Steve Nash is my guy. Type shit. But I always heard it was really Kyrie because them playing the same position and then being like quirky players, like mentally focused on the game and trying to evolve. Steve Nash was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like the guy used to do balances on fucking basketball. Like he used to kind of train like soccer players.
Yeah. He used to dribble a tennis ball around.
Yeah, he was like a just fucking maniac when it came to like mentally knowing the game and how to go about it. So.
Yo, Steve Nash used to jump into pick up soccer games in the city.
Yeah.
He's ill cat.
How I told you that I bumped into Steve?
Yeah, you did. He was with some party you had one night.
I was at Rock the Bells and
yeah.
She was with like
he was smacked.
Black chick smacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was smacked. You were smacked. It was lit, right?
I was about to give him a bump, but I don't know how he's.
That might have worked.
Yeah.
So I'm so some of the matchups for the playoffs we know. We got we're gonna have either Hawks against Heat, whatever. We'll skip that for now. But we got Nets Boston.
Yeah.
We got Milwaukee against the Bulls. Bulls are getting a little bit healthy. They haven't been playing that great though, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But they do have some players on the Bulls. Like there's some talent over there. So we'll see. I'm hoping the Bulls can give the Bucks more of a series than people think. I think it's possible. They're gonna have to really have.
Levine is playing, right?
Yeah, Levine's playing. DeRozan's playing. Caruso's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Williams he's playing. Vucevic. So they got some play.
They got a good lineup.
Yeah.
They
got Kobe White and the kid Sunmu, the rookie.
Right.
They got some players over there, but I think Milwaukee is just veteran. They won the chip. They're ready to roll. They know this is what they've been waiting for. They're ready to go. I think the Bucks win in 5. Yeah, I think the Bulls will get a game, but I don't know if they'll get more than a game. I see Bucks in 5. I wouldn't mind to see it go 6. You never know in the NBA, but I like Bucks in 5. I like, I don't know, you kind of probably agree with that, something like that, right? Yeah.
Bucks in 5, like I really like the Bulls. I feel like
they're a year away. So.
My man First Flow said on the last podcast when we called in, like if Lonzo was in there, it would have been kind of
it would be a little better.
Yeah, it would be a little better because they would have been moving fast paced the way they're doing it now on the fast breaks.
Yeah,
and with Lonzo's like just passing ability,
his IQ, yes, he understands. Like understands the upper head pass.
And Caruso's that guy. Don't get it messed up. Caruso's my man.
Yeah, they're both great together.
Yeah, but together you've seen it. It was like who was the Rose and Adam Levine?
Because it wasn't even about scoring with them.
Yeah,
the pace they created, the pace that was so hyper speed.
Do not get it fucked up. When people say, "Oh, the Bulls have a fast pace," that came from Caruso and
Lonzo. They were playing quick
because before DeRozan got there, they were moving even faster.
Yeah.
So
you put Ball and Caruso together. They're two very similar players. They both don't really care about scoring, but they can both finish at the rim like crazy.
Caruso has a good shot.
Yeah, they can run. And they can pass really well. They understand the high end of passing, like passing the ball. Like not passing to get an assist all the time, but just passing to move the ball ahead to get a fast break bucket.
Right.
Like not caring about an assist. Like just passing the ball right away. Instead of holding it, dribbling, and passing like a lot of guys like to do. They just pass it quick. So that when you got 2 of those guys, that means you can really run that fast break. And the Bulls were playing at a speed that was catching teams off guard early in the season.
So can you only imagine if they had Lonzo and Caruso running at that pace with DeRozan and Levine?
Yeah, all the season. Those injuries killed them with Ball and Caruso this year. They really took the wind out of that team. Because at the first month of the season, the Bulls were playing hyper speed. I was watching them like, whoa. It was like, whoa. They were in the 1 seed in the East. That was like, damn. Yo, they're playing mad fast. This reminds me of like Jason Kidd, early 2000s Nets with Kmart and Richard Jefferson. I was like, wow, the Bulls are playing so fast. So I like the Bucks. The next series, we'll get Rilla back in here. We got Philly and Toronto. It's an interesting series. So I've been liking Toronto, watching them making moves recently up to that 5 seed. Toronto's had a really good last 30 games. And I like the way their team is made. They built through the draft. They have a bunch of guys who split the scoring. If you look at their 5 starters on Toronto, they all average between like 16 and 20 points a game. Like Siakam gets about 20. Him and Van Fleet get like 20, 21 each, 22 each. Then you got Trent who gets like 17. Anunoby gets like 17. And then you got who else they got? Van Fleet, Siakam, Anunoby. Oh, it's Scotty Barnes, the rookie. He gets like 16. And he does a lot of things defensively, passing. So they have like a nice, like you don't know who to stop on that team really. All 5 guys are a threat to score. They can all score. They all score. So I like a team. I like Toronto. They play D. They're young. They're athletic. They're moving. There's a lot of movement. They're good at home. And another nugget. I want Rilla to come back right now, but another nugget. We were talking about this on 2 podcasts ago. The Toronto vaccination situation. We feel like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum might not be vaccinated, so they didn't want to play in Toronto. And I think that's why they won that last game against the Grizzlies and played everybody. They didn't want to be the 4 seed because they knew if they had to go to Toronto, they'd be fucked up. So they won that game, and now Philly got to go to Toronto, and they're fucked up because Matisse Thybulle's not vaccinated, so he won't be able to play in the Toronto games. We were talking about that. We were looking for who's not going to be able to play in Toronto in the playoffs because of the vaccination. And it might be, and it's going to be Matisse Thybulle they're going to miss in games 3 and 4 and 6 in Toronto. And that's like their 3-and-D stopper on defense. So, remember we were talking about, remember how I said I think Brown and Tatum might not be vaccinated? And that's why they couldn't play in Toronto? Remember we were talking about that? And I said Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown didn't play in Toronto because I think they're not vaccinated.
Yeah.
Remember us talking about this?
Yeah.
Remember I was looking for who might be that other guy? What other guys might not be vaccinated and they skipped the Toronto game?
Yes.
Because of Canada? Well, it turns out, I said the next series is Raptors-Sixers. So that's we go Raptors-Sixers, the 4-5 match. Guess what? Matisse Thybulle on the Sixers can't play games 3, 4, and 6. He's not vaccinated.
Because he's not vaccinated. Yeah.
And that's a key bench guy for them. I think he even starts a little bit for them, but he's their best defender. And he's out games 3, 4, and he's athletic against an athletic Toronto team. They have already struggled with Toronto this season.
Yeah. With
Thybulle. Or when I don't know if he played there, but whatever. When at home against them, he already struggled. So like Philly hasn't been playing that well either. Recently, they've been losing games. They've been beating like the bad teams, but like when they play good teams, they've been losing the Sixers. So I kind of like the Raptors in that series. Tristan, if you want to make a bet, I'm here. I like the Raptors. You heard me right. Raptors over the Sixers in that series.
What's going on, man?
I just think that Harden looks a little slow. You know, Maxey is good, and Embiid is going to get his against Toronto. But I don't know. Toronto just swarms. They're young. I think they got more guys than Philly overall.
To be honest, I don't believe Philly's going to make it past the second round.
I think they might not make it past the first round against Toronto. And if they do win that series, they will play the winner of Hawks. Or probably the Heat, but if the Heat lose, can Philly beat the Heat? Yeah, they might be able to beat the Heat. Will it be the Heat? Maybe it'll be the Hawks or Cleveland. Who knows? But, yeah, it'd be tough for Philly to get past the Heat.
I ain't gonna lie. Because James Harden, to me, like, yeah, he's great, but
this year he looks a half a step different. He looks a half a step slower.
He's just weird. Like, it's just like, I don't know.
And then, like, they got Korkmaz and, you know, Tobias Harris is going to have to. Tobias Harris and Maxey are going to have to. They're key guys for Philly. Tobias Harris is going to have to start really playing well, getting loose, and Maxey too. But that's why Harden's okay on Philly, though. He can get a lot of assists. He's got some guys he can get the ball to. But they got to create chemistry. Harden's only been there for like 20 games. That's why I don't love Philly in this first round against Toronto. So I'm going with the Raptors in 6 against Philly. Raptors in 6 over Philly. Then we got the Nets-Boston series, so I'm not going to make a prediction. I'll let you make a prediction because you're a Knicks fan. Oh no, it's getting Nets. I'm taking the Nets, so it's not even a question. I can't pick Boston even if I really think they're going to win. So, no point of me predicting.
I'm gonna keep it official with you. I'm gonna go with the Nets. As much as I love Jason Tatum,
me too. We like Jason Tatum. We like
I had him picked out the draft to be the future and all that. One, I'm never riding with Boston for nothing because I'm a New Yorker.
True.
Like down from the Red Sox.
Both of us, yeah, of course. I can't front though. I violated before, so but you had it.
But But
I have.
But like I've always said, I'm dying blue and orange. But when it comes to Brooklyn, I gotta hold it down because I'm a Brooklyn baby.
No, yeah. Plus, you fuck with New York teams over anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
At any time. He'll never go against New York squad.
So Nets all the way. But I just feel like KD's he's on a rampage right now. Like a vibe where it's just I'm running through everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like
and Robin, Batman's Robin, Kyrie is also kind of on that vibe.
Facts. He's right. Yo, you know what's one thing I did want to bring up?
They have a Batman and Robin vibe too, KD and Kyrie. No.
Yeah. You know what's kind of like crazy, man, and something that I really gotta like admire and give Kyrie his flowers for? He's doing all this shit doing wrong.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that yesterday. Big shout to Kyrie. Kyrie's illin' right now. He's glowing. If you see Kyrie Irving recently, he's like, when they talk about like somebody glowing, sorry to talk over that. When somebody's glowing, Kyrie Irving is glowing. Like, he's just glowing as a person. Like, he just, like, you see him in the interview yesterday, he just has a glow to him. He's talking about, like, and the way he's talking is like someone who's deep, spiritually very, very enlightened. Kyrie Irving is enlightened.
And
enjoy him.
He was going so hard, I think it was like 2 games ago or some shit like that. He was going so crazy that he had to like eat fruits. Like he had to like break the shit. Like,
he broke. Yeah.
Like if I don't break the shit, I'm gonna fucking
he was eating yogurt
in the middle of dropping 38.
Yeah, he was eating yogurt.
Yeah. So for him to have the game that he had the other night, and him even talking about it, is just like, and what he said was very powerful. And I'm not a religious person. I don't think my man Adam is neither. But we do believe in the energy, and
we're spiritual, not religious.
We're spiritual.
Yeah.
So something I did respect when he was just like, it was the faith of God. It's just like he's giving me the ability to do this shit, and that's definitely a testimony of that, because you're not eating from sun up to sundown, and you dropping 40.
Yeah, Kyrie has reached like a Zen he's reached some like a frequency that's very high, where a lot of people. He's ahead of a lot of people. He's on a high frequency. Kyrie
he might be 12.5 right now when it comes to energy, because for the smart ones, y'all know that being the 12th dimension, he might be 12.5.
We're in the 12th dimension?
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
We gotta have a talk about that one day. All right, I want to hear that. I want to hear about that.
We lit, son. We in the 12th.
I'm kind of. I thought I was in the 5th, which was high.
Nah.
12th?
I'm in the 12th.
Okay. All right. I believe.
Actually, you might be in the 13th.
Me, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm on some other shit.
Yeah. But what I mean is just like when they talk about it,
my frequencies I tap into crazy frequencies.
They talk about like, all right, mentally he's in the 12th. But when you see like certain things from people, you be like, all right, he's in a higher frequency. The only reason I don't give him that all the way because he still believes that the Earth is flat. So
who?
Kyrie? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about the whole flat Earth thing. This is the whole thing with that.
Critical thoughts.
Here we go. Critical thoughts. Okay, the flat Earth, right? People say, oh, the Earth is flat. People are like, oh, the Earth's not flat. The whole flat Earth thing is not so much about thinking the Earth is flat, right? The main premise of flat Earth theory is to just really question everything. That's really what the whole people get the whole flat Earth thing whole wrong. They let the propaganda of mainstream and all that just take it to what they want to make you seem as. The flat Earth theory is not really the Earth is flat, like on a like we're walking on a fucking pancake. That's not what really the flat Earth. The flat Earthers, the main premise behind flat Earthers is to just question everything. That's really what they're about. And by the way, they really mean that the Earth is more of like a square, a box, kind of like a plane. It's not flat per se. It's a plane, like a 3-dimensional plane. But more of the premise is that the flat Earth theory is just to question everything, question it.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? That's really
when it comes to that angle.
Go ahead.
I fucked with you with that. But the only thing is, see, like you're talking from a person that knows, the truth about it. So you're giving them, like the other side of the coin that they can use to explain it. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
But the thing with them is they don't say that.
Yeah.
or they don't even go to that
Yeah,
aspect.
they don't go to that aspect.
You know, so we automatically is like, all right, so what are your facts? Like, what are your points? Because when it comes down to it, sorry to burst your bubble, but the Earth is not flat. We have an equator.
It's a plane, but the equator...
We have an ocean.
Does the equator prove that it's...
We have an ocean
But
that
what
we
is
haven't
it?
even been to the bottom of.
But really,
If we
what
can't go
is
to
it?
the
Is it
bottom
a
of
sphere?
something, it can't be flat. You understand?
No,
what
but
I
they're
mean?
saying it's a plane, kind of. It's hard to explain. Like, for me, what I say about the whole situation is, I can't prove either one. Personally, can't prove it either way. So I don't hate on flat earthers because I can't really prove the Earth is a sphere.
Yeah,
like I don't know what.
nigga.
Like I don't really know
Yeah,
what it is.
Bro, we have an equator.
I know. So what does that mean, though?
So for us to have an equator, we have to have a sphere. It has to be in the middle of something. And it just goes by like how the ocean is.
I guess.
Because
I'm not
like the
against
deeper
that.
that you go down to the ocean is the closer you get to the equator. And we still haven't been that deep. And just look how, like, to us, the fucking, like, the whole ocean is like bottomless. Like, we haven't even discovered it. And then we have space.
True.
Like, if it was one plane, we would discover both in that one plane.
But like almost like a box. I don't know. I guess it's a sphere. I kind of like questioning it though. I like the idea of flat earthers. I like that there are flat earthers because I like to question this. Anyways, I won't question everything. I don't give a shit. So if you got a problem with flat earthers, too bad because their purpose is purpose.
And that's the whole purpose of critical thoughts for us to have these conversations.
Yeah,
because
we want to talk about
of course, like you got a person like me that's not gonna believe in flat Earth, but Adam makes a great point to the people that we are in general. We have to question it because at the end of the day, you don't know.
You don't know. Because I've heard some guys that have actually proved. The way they put it, they proved some flat thing.
I want to hear it.
And I kind of was like,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah. I was kind of like, okay, this sounds like it could be true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, because there's things that I've disagreed on, and I've had certain conversation with certain enlightened people that are.
So yeah.
And they have told me certain things. I'm like, all right, you got a point that I've never looked at. So
I just want to say one thing real quick to all the people who disrespect flat earthers and write them off and just say crazy shit about them like they're whack and all this cool stuff. I need all of you to be able to prove scientifically that the Earth is a sphere. So just make sure that when you diss them, that you can scientifically prove the Earth's a sphere. Because if you can't, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say about it. I'm just throwing that out there. Go ahead, Rilla.
Yeah. No, but that's a fact though, because you have to question it.
Yeah.
But it's just I'm big on logic, and when it comes to certain things like that, it's just like, just think about it. Like they say, like if you dig a hole through here, like you'll end up in China because it's on the other side of the world. If the Earth was flat, you wouldn't be able to do that.
You would, because you could just go under like this and then end up in China, like just going under and then coming, like going underneath the flatness and coming up.
So how would the bottom of water exist then? And how would we have?
You're right. Yeah, I don't know.
because no. Just thinking about it like from a logical point, right? If that is one plane, there can't be no up and no bottom. You understand what I mean? And if there is a bottom, it has to be at a certain level, like you said, you go under and come up. But if that's
the whole thing confuses me. I'm not smart enough for this kind of science.
Because you believe in space, right?
What do you mean, outer space?
Yeah, like we have space and we have like planets, moon, sun,
shit. Yeah,
right? So how can we have that like in a flat plane? How
You're right. Not a flat plane. No, not a flat plane. The plane is a three-dimensional kind of plane, so it's not necessarily like flat. Okay. You're thinking kind of like a piece of paper and flat line through the paper.
No, I can't think like that because, like how you said, they can go bottom and come up.
Yeah, so it's not
has to be
flat.
So it has to be three-dimensional.
They just don't think it's a sphere, and you know what I mean? Like they just have a different thought. I don't know. I just don't like dissing flat earthers because they're questioning everything. But like more or less, you're probably right, and the mainstream on that is probably correct. No, you're probably correct that it is a sphere, spherical. You know, I don't. it's a type of thing where my brain is not really. I don't know. I can't really grasp the whole Earth thing, and my mind's just not built like that. So like, I just whatever. I just like the fact that people actually question it, and there's been some dudes in science who have proven some cool shit, and
right,
they have big questions. So that's all I'm down with that. Yeah. That's all. Like, but so I don't knock Kyrie for flat Earth theory, because I think he understands it like I understand it. That's why I protect cap for Kyrie on this, but I'm not lying. I'm just saying that he understands that it's about questioning everything, and so do I. That's why flat Earth or whatever. That's neither here nor there. Kyrie is a high frequency, and you can see it in his interviews and everything. And you can see the way he's playing. He's playing like he understands. No pressure. He's just freely shooting. That's why he's knocking down all these shots, bro. You see these shots he's hitting? He's just like no fear. Kyrie, right?
Yeah.
Kyrie has no fear right now. Him and Durant, man, they're looking good right now. I'm happy to watch these next playoffs, boy. I'll be hyped. And you see my boy Bruce Brown last night?
What was Bruce Brown doing last night?
Being Bruce Brown, son. Bruce Brown was being Bruce Brown. He was being Brucey B last night. He had like almost 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Bruce Brown type of shit. KD had like 4 blocks. Kyrie and KD both had like 11 assists last night.
Look, man. Yo, like I'm saying, bro, like I feel like KD's on some shit right now.
He's on some Jordan type of shit, right?
Yo, he on that Black Mamba vibe. He's like, yo, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Who's in the way?
Yeah, he wants to see everybody.
Yeah, yo, that's a fact. And I love that.
He wants to see Giannis.
Because those are the type of players I grew up on. Yeah. And those are the type of players I admire. Like AI, like he didn't give a damn who was coming.
AI was coming. He was coming for
somebody like Gary Payton. You think he gave a damn if it was Jordan? Nah,
Gary Payton went at Jordan. What? Stockton and Malone went at Jordan. Reggie Miller went at Jordan.
Right.
Pat Ewing went at Jordan.
Yeah, these are players that didn't give a damn.
Yo, Reggie Miller went at Jordan. Reggie Miller was one of those guys. He wanted smoke. Reggie
You know what's
Miller.
funny about Reggie? Where a lot of people be like, yeah, Reggie was quiet. Yo, Reggie wanted all the smoke.
All the smoke.
With everybody.
Yeah, he was a real competitive Reggie Miller. Like, they look at Reggie. Sometimes people say Reggie Miller was overrated. They look at his stats. He really only averaged like 20 a game. He wasn't like 25 a game, like 22. Not so many assists. He played in more of a team type of comp thing. But Reggie Miller, man, in big games, that dude was whoa.
Yo,
Reggie Miller, in a big game, he's gonna score 30.
Like people that grew up playing ball with me, they know like 3 people that I based my game around was AI, Reggie, and Allen Houston.
Yo, Reggie Miller took Jordan to 7 games when nobody was ever taking Jordan to 7 games. Like Stockton and Malone got beaten 6 games both times. Peyton and Kemp got beaten 6 games. The Knicks only took them once to 7 games. That was before the thing. What else? Who else was? Barkley only went to 6 games against him. Drexler and them only went to 6 games. Tim Hardaway and Mourning, I think, 5 games. So nobody even took Jordan to Game 7 except Reggie Miller. Game 7. And they almost beat them. That was a great series. I remember that Bulls-Pacers series, I think in 97, I believe it was, or 98, one of those years. Yo, Reggie was on one. And they fought in the series. Jordan choked Reggie Miller. That's how serious that shit got, bro. And Reggie hit a game winner on Jordan in Game 4. That was serious. People forget about that series. Go back, watch Bulls-Pacers conference finals one year in the East. That was a savage 7-game series. Savage. Reggie Miller was at Jordan's throat in that series. Hitting game winners, scoring on him, talking trash to Jordan.
Yeah, Reggie was yo, like growing up, bro. Like that's all I used to watch, bro. Was Reggie, AI, and Houston.
Reggie was a gangster, bro.
And people that was balling.
Like, my main thing was the gun. I had a shot. I still got a shot to this day.
Reggie had a gun.
Bro, I used to, like, literally study Reggie, bro. Like, Reggie.
Terrifying in the playoffs, bro. Yeah. Reggie was terrifying in the playoffs.
Shout out to Dominique Wilkins, man.
Neek Wilkins. I want to hear an epic battle. We'll talk about Neek. Neek in 88 with the Hawks, because they're showing the Hawks. The Hawks are going to win, by the way, if you're not watching. They're up by like 30. So it's the Hawks and the Celtics, round 2, I think, of the 87 playoffs. And this is when Boston was in there. The Celtics with Bird were in their prime. They were like right when they... And Neek and the Hawks took them to 7 games. And in Game 7, Bird and Neek went at it. They each dropped like 40 in Game 7.
Dominique was a beast.
Yeah, and that was a sick game. Go back in the annals. I believe it was the second round of the 1987 playoffs. Or 86. I think it was 87, though. I think it was the 87 playoffs. Bird and Neek, Game 7, and the Celtics won in Boston Garden. But Neek put in like 40, and they were going at it. Bird and Neek. It was a show. And the Celtics prevailed. But I remember that. That's another one in NBA history I won't forget. Like, that was a duel right there. Some big-time Game 7 duels. I'm trying to think of some more, like, duels in a playoff series. I think also Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray in the bubble playoff. Remember, I think they both scored 50.
That was tough.
Remember that first round series?
That was tough.
The Nuggets came back down 3-1. Murray and Mitchell both had 50 in a game in that series. They were going at it in that series. I think they both averaged like 35 a game.
Yo, if the Hawks win, who did they play?
The Cavs.
The Cavs.
And Jared Allen's coming back for the Cavs. Another guy, quietly the Cavs have missed Jared Allen. He was an all-star this year.
Yeah.
Jared Allen. He's been out for the last 15 games and the game against the Nets. Jared Allen gives them a little different. They're a little more strong in the front court.
Right.
Block shots in there. He's imposed. He chases everything. Yeah.
Yo, who we calling tonight on the podcast?
Oh, your boy. You want to call in Charlotte, right?
Let's see, man.
We got to get to the boxing too. Big fight.
Yeah. Triple G.
Yeah, Triple G. I think we spoke a little bit about, but Triple G and Spence Ugas Saturday night. Yeah, y'all. Spence Ugas Saturday night. Who you like? Spence Ugas. Send it up. Spence Ugas Saturday night. Who y'all like out there? Tris. Who else is out there? Who is that? Oh, D-Block. Big shout to D-Block out there. What up? D-Block. Who y'all got? Spence versus Ugas in the fight Saturday night. I think I like Ugas in the upset. Big dunk by P.J. Washington, but the whole...
Who else is fighting?
Saturday night, really, it's Spence and Ugas. It's their night. It's going to be pay-per-view. The undercard's very good. So Spence's mandatory spot is also being fought for by these 2 Russian guys. Stanionis, the Lithuanian, who I like a lot. I seen him. He's impressive, Stanionis. He's fighting against Butayev, who I think might be the WBA regular champion. That's for a mandatory spot in I think the IBF. But that's 2 good young Russians fighting. Butayev and Stanionis on the undercard.
Okay.
I think Jose Cito Lopez is fighting somebody pretty good on the undercard also.
Right.
It's a pretty good undercard, actually, from what I remember looking at it. It's actually a really good card. The Stanionis Butayev fight is a very interesting fight I want to see. I like Stanionis in that fight. I like him overall. I've never seen Butayev fight, so that's why I don't really know. But I know Stanionis is nice. He's right there, honestly, with Jaron Ennis, Boots Ennis, and Virgil Ortiz, the young guns.
Right.
Oh, wait a second. Is that the same? Oh, I don't think it's that night, but I know Boots Ennis is fighting Custio Clayton soon. That's another good little fight.
I haven't heard of him.
Boots Ennis is a really hot prospect from Philly. He's got a lot of boxing fans on social media, big Boots Ennis fans. And he's in Spence and Crawford's division. And a lot of people talk about Boots Ennis in the boxing forums. He's got a buzz. They got some good young welterweights. Virgil Ortiz also is an animal. We've seen him. He's another high-flying prospect. Like, those guys are ready to get titles. Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. And I think Stanionis, because he's behind them a little bit, but he's another one. He's strong, Stanionis. He's a strong Russian, bro. Strong. and he comes for pressure, bro.
Yeah, he comes to fight.
Yeah, he's a pressure dude. Like he's coming at you. Like he's like, let's go punch for punch and see who wins type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's on that shit. Oh yeah, you guys don't like fighting guys like that. Virgil Ortiz kind of like that too. Like, damn, okay.
He's ready to die.
Yeah.
If he dies, he dies. He's one of those.
Triple G, Triple G looked good Saturday. That was a good fight against Murata.
You
got to watch the fights.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of it?
I think Triple G did good. He was strong. But I ain't gonna...
you missed it when Triple G...
guy or whoever...
Murata is good.
Yeah. Yo, he was taking punches, bro.
Yeah, he was.
And he took a nasty uppercut. I forgot what round it was. It was late in the fight.
No, you stopped watching it in the 6th round. You saw it where...
But I went to the crib and watched the rest of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you see when he gets mouthpiece knocked out? Wow, that was brutal.
Yeah, but he kept fighting.
Yeah, he's tough, Murata.
He kept fighting.
Tough.
He kept
Good
fighting.
chin. Hard.
Yeah,
chin.
he
Hard.
kept fighting.
Yeah. Murata's
That's
tough.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, Murata's a tough dude.
Yeah, I know.
Triple G had to beat the shit out of him to beat him. He had to beat the shit out of him, yo.
To be honest, I was surprised about that. Because Triple G was like, he was throwing it.
Yeah, he was thumping Triple G. People
A
were saying
lot of uppercuts. He had like this 2 jab.
Uppercut.
Then he went to the uppercut. He had this combo he was going, and he was killing him every single time with it.
Triple G's combos are disgusting, by the way. In case all the Triple G haters out there who like, I see a lot of Triple Fraud. It's bullshit. Triple G haters. Because they're all Charlo and Andre fans, so they gotta hate on Triple G.
Yeah.
They just have to. Triple G is nice, bro. And they talk about Charlo, Triple G. Dude, Charlo struggled with Matt Karabov. Matt Karabov is like a super bootleg type of Triple G. Similar type of... Triple G will knock Charlo's mouthpiece into the 3rd row. Charlo would never see nothing like a Triple G combination.
Yeah.
So y'all need to stop. And I start acting like Charlo walked through Triple G. No way that's happening. Triple G thumps. Charlo don't fight thumpers like that. Triple G hurts when he hits you. You can see it. Guys wince.
All right, let me...
You know what I'm saying? But Spence Ugas, that's the big fight. That's a good fight. Good technical, good skilled fighters. Ugas got really good timing on his jab. Spence throws like nice combinations, digs to the body. Spence mixes it up nice. He likes to fight on the inside too, outside. Same with Ugas. Ugas is slick. He's especially good, adept at slipping a jab. And Spence likes to jab you a lot. To me, that's the key in the fight. How effective is Spence's jab against Ugas? Because he's had an effective jab against some other guys, but I don't feel like he's a guy like... Spence is going to have his best jab for it to be really effective against Ugas. Because Ugas is taller, longer, and his jab is really well timed. And he slips the jab. He tries to counter off your jab, Ugas. So that's going to be an interesting fight.
Yeah.
I feel like Ugas can win that fight. A lot of people don't believe me. Most people like Spence. I really like Ugas, and I've been waiting for this fight.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Because I feel like Ugas, when he fought Porter, he got robbed. That was a robbery. That was one of the biggest robberies of the last 5-10 years. Was Ugas Porter to me. Porter got the win. That's how Porter got the Spence fight, by beating Ugas. Ugas won that fight. And so many people say that too. It's not just me. Like, a lot of people was like, yo, Ugas won that fight. It was pretty clear. Like, I can't really see how you gave that fight to Porter against Ugas. Like, I don't know where you can get that from watching that fight. Like, what did you see that I didn't see? Like, yeah, Porter got some, but Ugas controlled the tempo of the fight. They fought at how he went. He totally took Porter out of what Porter does. Porter likes to jump in. He's aggressive. He likes to mix it. Ugas took a lot of that away. Porter was fighting on the outside. That's not how he fight. Ugas clearly won that fight because he controlled the ring generalship was him. I don't think these judges even pay attention to ring generalship anymore. That's another stupid thing in boxing I don't like. Yeah. But Spence Ugas, interesting. And I feel like Spence has been at 147 a while. I think he cuts a lot of weight, and he's talked about this. Like, he cuts a lot of weight to get to 147, and it hurts. And he said
it's not easy at all.
At all. And he even said he's on borrowed time. Spence. That's from his word, his mouth. I don't know. I think I like Ugas in this fight. I'm staying with it. I've already bet on it. Ugas is an underdog, like plus 350. I love it. I love Ugas in this fight. I think Spence is really good. I just think he's been at 147 a little too long. And I think his power is weaning because from all the... Now, they're saying he got a nutritionist. He's been with a nutritionist this time, making his meals. He's done it a little differently, which he's had to even make 147. I don't know. I just not a big fan of someone... You know, sometimes you outgrow those genes. I feel like he outgrew those genes a little bit. I like Ugas. And I've been waiting on this fight. So I just like Ugas. Ugas is my guy. I think he's underrated, undervalued. I think people like to just find negative shit about him. But Ugas is that dude. Ugas. And his wife, his fiance is dope. He's got the finest chick in the boxing game, Ugas.
What?
Yeah, his chick is bad, son. Go on his Instagram. His chick is bad, son, Ugas. Like, his chick is a dime. Blow that up. Bad. Ugas' chick is bad, yo. Tell me, maybe Canelo's chick is bad, but I think Ugas' chick is even better than her. Straight up. Like, I take Ugas' chick over everybody. Big shout to your Dennis. That's my guy. He's also been fighting for Cuban freedom. A lot of the Cubans have been protesting. People don't know about this. They don't talk about this. They always talk about Ukraine and then the Black Lives Matter and this and that. The Cubans have been protesting against communism for the last year, and I've seen them protesting in New York City myself on multiple occasions, and the media never talks about the Cuban protests because it's against communism. And the fucking media and these assholes, they love communism. They don't want to tell you that they're communists and they love communism, but America's been taken over by communists in communism. And they love communism. They just try to tell you that this is communism. But all their bullshit, their buzzwords like equity and all this other like hating on billionaires and shit. Like, oh, the billionaires should pay more taxes. The millionaires. Guess what? It sounds good. Like, yeah, tax the billionaires more. They can afford it. The problem with the problem with that is the billionaires are usually the ones with businesses and hiring people and paying salaries, and they have businesses. They have employees that they're paying. You don't want to kill them with taxes. You want to let them keep their business so they can hire people and not take their business overseas or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the American billionaires have their businesses. Like, don't kill them with taxes. Let them create businesses and create jobs. That's how you get a country going.
That's a fact.
But these idiots are communists and they're fucking dumb. So, and that goes with what we just talking about. Communists. What was I just saying? Where did I get that from? Oh, boxing. Ugas. Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba.
Yeah, so a very Cuban anti-communism protest. And the Cubans are one saying too, like, they're bringing that shit to America. Like, Americans need to wake up. Like, y'all need to wake up. I just ran away from communism. That I see it happening here. I just saw it happen in Cuba. Wake up. But most of these like Democrat types, they don't know what the fuck is going on. So they're just like pushing the dumb shit. But yeah, the Cubans. So Ugas is fighting for a cause. He's been pro Cuba, talking his shit. So I definitely back Ugas. I fuck with Ugas.
Shout out Ugas. Yo, hold on. I'm trying to make my first call of the night.
Go ahead, make your call.
We're gonna start surprising folks, man. Let's do this.
Yeah, Facebook. Ugas over Spence. And anybody want to bet?
Call my man Gamo Gray, man.
I'll give you my cash app.
Oh my God.
Yo. You live on
Yo.
the podcast and Critical Thoughts with your man Rilla Crow, my man Adam. We got my man Gamo Gray on the line.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ambush.
My man, and I ambushed him. Yo, go download that Great Crow album. This is my boy right here, man. Look, quick question. Because I know you caught up. Who you got in the finals? You can't pick LeBron because the Lakers is trash.
You said what?
You can't pick LeBron because the Lakers is trash.
Who you got in the finals? NBA finals.
I probably got the Bucks.
Ooh.
Against who?
You picking that over the Nets?
The Nets is the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets.
Right?
The Nets clinched the 7th seed.
Yeah.
So they're gonna play Boston
shit.
in the first round. It's Nets Boston round 1.
Oh yeah, so I got Nets.
Okay.
I got the Nets. I'm
Yeah.
staying faithful.
Who you think they're gonna play in the West?
Dang. I'm not too sure who's leading in the West, but I think the Suns is doing something
Yeah,
right
the
now.
Suns are out there. You got the Grizzlies, the Warriors.
Yeah, I see them going against the Suns.
Okay, repeat of the Nets Suns. We going Nets Suns. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing at the end game. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that series.
Like that.
That's
Like
what I
that.
want to see. I like to see that. I like to see that.
I wouldn't
The
mind seeing
Suns
Nets
and
Golden
Nets.
State either.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
Right?
Oh, KD versus
Yeah,
the Warriors.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's a hot
Yeah, I
take. I
wouldn't
like
mind
that.
that.
I like that. I like
Make
that.
it spicy again.
Yes, sir.
Resurgence.
Yup.
Yo, I appreciate you picking up the phone, man. My man Gamo Gray.
Of course, man.
Salute to my guy. He's live on Critical Thoughts.
Let's go.
Hey, man.
Look who it is, Rilla. Look who it is.
Oh yeah.
B.I.
Brandon. Hey yo, shout out to my man Gamo Gray. Yo, thank you for being a part of this, man.
Hang out. You
Man.
busy? You want to hang out for a little while? Or you gotta go?
I'm with wife right now.
Oh, okay. All right. No doubt.
You doing the booty tank thing.
Yeah. Thank you for jumping on,
Well,
though.
appreciate y'all, though, man.
All right.
Appreciate
You
y'all.
already. Yes, sir.
Stay safe, brothers.
They stay safe. Peace. All
Man,
right.
Gamo Gray, man. First
That's
quarter of
what's
the night.
up.
But we do have the Spurs
And the Pels.
and the Pelicans.
DeJounte Murray's back for the Spurs. It's nice to see all the boys out here. The Spurs are interesting. Look at this young lineup they got out here. Look at the 5 starters.
Crazy.
Young boys. DeJounte, Keldon Johnson, Vassell, Jacob
Primo.
Polito, and some guy, Primo, who I know. That means they got Lonnie Walker coming off the bench and Zach Collins coming off the bench. Though the Spurs are pretty good. There's another young team. Herbert Jones, Jackson Hayes. Little athletic in the front court, though.
I got
They're a
my
little.
money on the Pelicans.
The Pelicans got size on the low.
Facts.
With Jones and Valanciunas and Brandon Ingram in the front court. Brandon Ingram's a big small forward with skills. Brandon Ingram is a very he's like Jason Tatum. They're like KD clone types. You know what I mean? Right? Jason Tatum and Brandon Ingram are Kevin Durant clones.
Facts.
That's they both went to Duke too. Look at CJ. 2-0 CJ over the Spurs.
It's lit. He hasn't been in, well, he's been in these positions. But
CJ's been
but
in
now
tough
he the
playoff
man
games.
though. He don't got Dame. You feel me? He want to prove something.
Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, this is a little different mix. But he's got guys with him. He don't have to do everything. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you put Zion back on this team, bring him off the bench, then it gets a little dangerous to play this team.
That's a fact.
Because Jonas has been playing really well. Jonas was just mad that Brandon didn't get him the ball just there. Mm-hmm. I think, look at Jonas. Jonas got the ill hair too. Jonas Valanciunas looks like Travis Kelce from the Chiefs. If I showed you pictures of Travis Kelce, you know the Chiefs tight end, that white, and Jonas Valanciunas, you'd be like, oh my god,
They look
they're
just
like brothers, bro. Herbert Jones for 3, no good. I want to see these young Spurs. Josh Primo, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, DeJounte down the lane. Beautiful layup by DeJounte Murray. 5-2 Spurs. DeJounte Murray's one of those dudes, man. You know who he's like? He's like a taller, longer, young Rondo.
Right.
He reminds me of DeJounte Murray, right? He's like a Rondo, but just a new age, taller Rondo. Without all the attitude. It's kind of dope. He's like Rondo without the he's not as edgy as Rondo, which is good, but that can be bad too with Rondo. But he does not edgy like Rondo's edgy.
But it's kind of like what we
That's
were
like
talking
kind of
about.
like Rondo.
Yeah, but
Young
that
Rondo.
goes back to what we was talking about, him being a leader.
Yeah, Rondo's
You know?
a leader. He's edgy leader, like dirty, nasty. I want to lead. I got to do whatever I can for us to win because I'm the leader and we're on my watch. That's how I love like kids like him and Chris Paul play like that. Jason Kidd, those are leaders because they'll play borderline dirty, edgy, nasty. Think of everything. Think of anything way to win. Whatever, like they're thinking to win. I love those type of lead guards. These new age guys did not like that. Like Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, those are gritty, dirty leaders. Like Rondo. Like, they'll physical you, they'll steal the ball, throw an elbow to steal the ball at you type of shit. Like, goons, like dogs out there. gritty dirt dogs like that. That's why the Phoenix is so nice right now, because Chris Paul brought them some dirt dog, just some young talented dudes, and Chris Paul brought a little dirty to that team. You see how nasty Devin Booker's nasty now, because of Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like Devin Booker, who looked like a pretty boy. He's got skills. He can score. He's nice. But I didn't see any of that. Now he's got a nasty streak to him, Devin Booker. He getting this from Chris Paul. I can notice that this year. I'm like, yo, Devin Booker's on some other shit.
Yeah, he's up.
Like he's like, his mindset is different. Like he's like savage. He's got like a ha on him. Like he's really trying to like.
He's kind of always had it, but now with Paul, it really brought it out.
Yeah, he way brought it out. Like he's got a nasty streak to him almost, Booker, that I didn't think he had at all. You see it though.
Yeah, you do.
And even Mikal Bridges is getting like that too a little bit. Like they got like little nastiness to them. That's what Phoenix is tough, man. That's why they win so many games. B.I. is nice though. You seen? I'm telling you, he took a step up this year. Brandon Ingram is going to be a problem in the playoffs. People don't understand that. This guy, I'm watching this guy. Look at him, almost with the steal. This Brandon Ingram guy though, man, he's really actually gotten better since last year. You can see it. Look at Jonas bringing it up, but Brandon Ingram is a problem. Like he's a thin guy, but you can see he's gotten a little stronger. So he's a little more explosive right now, Brandon Ingram. And he's got skills, but he's a little like, here's Jonas. Jonas in the paint, double teamed. He's struggling. Yeah, he's struggling out there, Jonas. They were all good defense by the Spurs. That was good team defense. Jacob Bolatel played good. You know, they got some young guys, the Spurs. Popovich has done a good job with these young Spurs. Because they got all young guys out there. You know? Guys that you look at this Spurs team right now they got out there, you're like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, some young dudes.
Yeah, like
they balling them.
Yeah.
You're balling.
They've been cracked, you know, getting little first round picks and developing in them and whatever, making little moves. The Spurs got some young dudes out here. Big shout out to Coach Pop. DeJounte Murray's the leader of the team. He's really good. Like they said, he's like a young Rondo. He's a gritty leader. He's become a nice player, this DeJounte Murray. But yeah, he moves like Rondo a little bit. He's not a great shooter, but he makes some shots. But he gets to the rim, he passes, he rebounds, he plays D.
Yeah, he's gritty.
Yeah, he's long. You see, he's a smart little player, man, this DeJounte Murray. I like what I'm seeing so far. Polatil, little jump hook in, no good.
How did you miss that?
Yeah, it's a little here comes B.I. though. Look, he's pulling. He thinks he's Durant, B.I.
Yeah, but he's always had that little game in him.
Yeah, that wasn't a great
in
shot.
Yeah,
Keldon Johnson, good pass to Polatil, catches it underneath. We got a foul.
It's like they playing hot pocket out there. What's going on?
Yeah, Brandon Ingram took a tough shot before. He's got I think he gets a little trigger happy a little bit. Brandon Ingram. I can see Jonas getting a little Jonas Valanciunas getting a little bit frustrated on this team a little bit, because these guys aren't they're CJ and Brandon Ingram, they're shoot first, score first type of guys, not really pass, and a big man needs somebody passing the ball. Jonas is still averaging 18 a game, but they're not. Yeah, Pelicans are kind of playing without a point guard too a little bit.
Yeah,
they don't have a point guard. CJ's not really a point guard. He could be, but he's just not really his.
Like his game is the two.
Yeah, even though I saw just now he was trying to like really make a play and not score. Polatil, he hit that jump hook. You know what? This game looks like it's going to be a tough game. Early on, this is like the Spurs are playing some good D.
Yeah, whoever wins from this game,
they play the Clippers for the 8th seed. The winner of this game plays the Clippers for the 8th seed.
Like, I think the Clippers take.
You think the Clippers beat either one of them?
Yeah.
You could be. And they're playing in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if the Pelicans, I like the Pelicans if they win this game to beat them. I don't know. I just feel like I could see Valanciunas having a big game inside. And then we'll see nice matchup though. B.I. against Paul George. It goes B.I.
B.I. going crazy.
Oh, he drove to the lane though. He should have got a foul or something or a finish on that. That was a good drive by Ingram, though. He missed the layup, but he blew by the first guy. Polito with another jump hook. Jacob Polito's been a quiet, really good player for the Spurs. He kind of plays like Tim Duncan. He scores ugly, but at the end of the game, this guy has 13 points and 10 rebounds.
Right.
Not like Duncan, but very, very 13 and 11, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. He's been very good for them this year. They got him as part of the DeRozan trade. When they traded Kawhi, they got DeRozan and him in the Kawhi trade, actually. They got Zach Collins from Portland, who was injured for years. High draft pick. Now he's on their team, healthy. I'd like the Spurs a little. The Spurs look like they might win this game tonight. Yeah. They're playing team basketball. I feel like Brandon Ingram. I just noticed the Pelicans don't really have a point guard. It's kind of weird. They have talent, but who's like initiating? I don't know. But McCollum and Ingram, that's not really a point guard. So I don't know. It could be a problem for the Pels tonight. The Spurs. Yeah. DeJounte Murray might be the guy. He might be the guy to be the star of the game for the Spurs. Actually, damn, I kind of want to go.
He's going to be.
I kind of want to bet a live bet the Spurs right now. Honestly, I'm betting to win. But all right, let's move forward in the West. In the West, so now we know we got Nuggets, Golden State.
Golden State.
I think the Nuggets could upset them. I like Golden State. I think they have a better team. Obviously, with Murray and Porter out, obviously Golden State has a better team.
Yeah.
You know, Curry, you got to get him back. He's supposed to maybe come back for game 1, maybe not, maybe game 2, game 3, but he'll be back. I think he'll be back game 1 or game 2. Draymond, Clay is starting to get his legs a little bit. He's starting to have some good games. Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
Golden State's got weapons. Then they got Gary Payton on defense, Toscano Anderson. Looney is a solid guy in the middle. Who else do they have? Otto Porter. Golden State's got a lot of dudes. They got a lot of dudes
It's
on
going
that
to be
team.
tough for the Nuggets, man.
Yeah, very tough. Jokic is going to have to be out of his mind in this series. He's going to have He's going to have a lot of 35 and 15 games.
Come rampage.
I will say this.
Dropped 40 the other night.
Yeah. Denver did beat them 3 out of 4 this year.
Without Thompson.
No, Thompson played 2 of the games and Curry played 2 of the games. That Denver won. And I think Draymond was there too.
And Draymond was back?
Yeah, 2 of the 3 games they had a full team. In Golden State. I know one of the games was in Golden State. I watched that game. Golden State had a full lineup.
Playoff Golden State is different.
Yeah. Playoff Jokic has been pretty good too. Jokic has never lost in the first round. He's been in the playoffs 3 times, Jokic, and he won the first round every time. He won last year first round against Portland without Jamal Murray. This is a big thing. If Jokic can beat Golden State, he is the man. Okay? If they beat Golden State. Because Golden State has a lot more talent than Denver does right now. I mean, they got, at all those spots, they got better guys. Curry, Thompson, Poole against Wiggins, right? Jordan Poole, Curry, and Thompson in the backcourt against Monte Morris, Will Barton, and Forbes. I don't know who the hell Nuggets throwing. They're not just those guys. That's not even.
Right.
That's not even. That's heavy Golden State in those matchups. Even at the forward, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green.
I got Golden State.
Against Wiggins and Porter and Draymond. And Draymond, Draymond was talking about, he's the big. Let's see Draymond guard Jokic. Is Draymond going to be able to slow Jokic down? We'll see. We'll see. I know he ain't going to guard him most of the game because they're going to put Looney on him. They're not going to let Draymond guard Jokic most of the game. Because Jokic is going to give him buckets. Jokic will give anybody, but he don't give a fuck. Jokic was giving Anthony Davis buckets the other night. I was thinking okay, people talk about Jokic can be stopped. Right. Let's see Anthony Davis and the Lakers. Let's see how Anthony Davis guards Jokic. Jokic was giving him that work, Anthony Davis.
Work.
Come on, man. And Dwight Howard. Giving both of them buckets. What did you drop, 38 on them in that game? Stunning on both of them. So, Jokic is gonna have to be on his 40, his 35 and 15 shit.
But it's different when they gotta like. Who's gonna be really guarding Curry running around?
They do a decent job with those guys. They got Monte Morris plays defense. Will Barton plays D. Those guys, the Nuggets guys play some defense. Aaron Gordon, Barton, they play some D. Who else they got out there at the guard? There's somebody I can't think of right now. But Bones Highland, the rookie, he plays D. Yeah. They're not gonna, Curry's gonna get his. But is he gonna? What's his percentages gonna be? Just hold him at a decent percentage where it's like not really more than 50%. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's gonna make some shots. He's gonna make shots, but limit other guys. Make it tough for Clay and Poole and those guys. Whatever, and just control like just play good. The Nuggets defense is gonna have to be really good in that series. Very good. But they can. I don't know. You never know. I think the Nuggets could pull it off. I just think Jokic is going to be unstoppable in that series against Golden State. I think he's going to get 35 a game or more. He might need to have 40 a game to be, and I think he could do it. It might come down to Jokic getting 40 a game against the Nuggets in the series. Tough. But if anybody at any point is ready for that, he's ready for that right now. He don't lose in the first round. Yeah. He's gonna be hard. Jokic is gonna come for that ass. So they better be ready, Golden State. And I don't no injuries and the guys getting hurt. Don't want to hear that. And what if Jamal Murray makes a surprise appearance in this series?
All right, now that will switch the whole thing because they got somebody that's gonna score as much as Curry and that could probably even keep up.
You know what? I think it'll be Jamal Murray in only 15, 20 minutes. But 12 points, we take it in 15, 20 minutes. And just his presence, just him out there, they got to guard him, they got to think about him, maybe shift the defense a little bit, things like that. Just him being out there, you got to keep your eyes on him. So the defense got to stress him a little bit. That's all they need. Right. They open shots for somebody else, more room for Jokic. You know what I'm saying? That helps like that. Yeah. So that just his presence on the court helps. Then another series, we got Utah-Dallas. Interesting series. The caveat that sucks is that Luka strained his calf on Sunday. So he's questionable for the first game. And I saw him, the way he limped off the court. That's like a 10-day injury. So that's going to be like, I feel like Luka, if I'm Dallas, I may not play him in game one. Because I think they got a Saturday, Tuesday. So I might just try to tough out game one, Dallas, without Luka and bring him back next Tuesday for game two. Because you don't want him to re-hurt it. So you'd rather maybe just miss one game. Because that's a tough, I know that strained calf. That's a bitch. You start playing on it, it gets sore. I might sit him out game one. That's an impact because Utah, they're dangerous, Utah. I'm telling you, they're that team right now that nobody's looking at in the West. But to me, they got the pieces, and they're finally healthy for the playoffs. I know Joe Ingles has been out. He's out. But Utah's healthy. Right. They got Conley and Bogdanovich healthy now this year. And Mitchell, all healthy. And Gobert. All their guys are healthy. And they're the type of team they need everyone healthy because they're a piece-by-piece type of team, Utah. They got, they're a complete kind of team. So they got everyone healthy. I think, and then with a banged-up Doncic for Dallas, I want to pick Dallas, but I think this is the worst matchup for them. I think Utah can win that series now. With
Dinwiddie starts dropping 30.
He's going to need to for them to stay in the series. Without Luka, I got to see how Luka looks when he gets back on the court. Right. Like if Luka's, to me, if Luka didn't have that strained calf and he's just healthy, I'd probably pick Dallas in 7. I was going to pick Dallas in 7, but what happened on Sunday in a game where Jason Kidd probably should have sat Luka out. He shouldn't have played. Now Luka's probably going to miss game 1 or not be 100%. I don't like Luka not 100% in this series for Dallas at all. Because Dallas is a team, you got to understand, Dallas doesn't have good talent. Luka probably has the worst talent, the least amount of talent around him. Maybe besides Jokic right now. All these other guys got, like Dallas, besides Dinwiddie, right? And then Jalen Brunson's a solid guy. Like, who do they have on Dallas?
That's true.
Dallas's whole team, even Dinwiddie, is all second-round draft picks. Tim Hardaway's been out. He's out. I don't know if he's. I think he might be out for the season. He hasn't played in like 2 months, Tim Hardaway. So he hasn't played in 2 months. I don't know what's going on with him. He might be out for the season. But even with him, like, okay, Dinwiddie, he was a second-round pick. He's nice, though. Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, little guard. Dallas is all second-round pick and undrafted guys. Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber, Dorian Finney-Smith. These guys might not even be in the league right now if they weren't on Dallas with Luka.
Yeah.
Like, who? They don't even have any first-round picks on that team besides Luka. They got all second-round picks. They don't have, like Utah. You say Donovan Mitchell, right? He's a star. But look who he's got on that team. Gobert, Bogdanovich, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson. You know what I'm saying? O'Neal's a solid, 3-and-D. But he got 4 first-round picks. Hassan Whiteside's Gobert's backup. He's playing good. Like, Utah got some dudes on that team. And they got Mitchell. They got Mitchell, Conley, Bogdanovich, Gobert, Whiteside. They got a lot of dudes on that team.
Depending how long...
Clarkson, Jordan Clarkson. They got a lot of players on that team.
Depending how long...
I like Utah.
Luka got to sit out for...
Yeah, it's hard to pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Utah in 6 right now because I don't like Luka being hurt. Especially on a team where, he's so important. You've seen the playoffs the last 2 years. Luka was playing out of his mind. Tristan over there is just completely foolish. Hate talking to me. Luka never get past. Luka was playing better in the first round than anybody in the league. In the first round, nobody played better than Luka Doncic the last 2 seasons. Nobody. Nobody played better than him in the first round. His team's just not as good as these other teams. The talent that was on the Clippers that he had to play against his team, the Clippers had way more talent on their team. It shouldn't even win 7 games with most of these guys. Like, Luka is playing with Dallas, he's playing against Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson, Morris. They had Patrick Beverly, Harrell, all these defensive players. They got just a whole bunch of dudes on that Clipper team built to win at that time. Like, the Clippers are built to win a championship. They were championship contenders. And Luka took them to 7 games, 2 years in a row. Almost beat them. With Kristaps Porzingis hurt the first time, and then this guy got hurt, and it's a mess out there. You know what I'm saying? So Dallas, I don't know what Mark Cuban's doing over there, but I like how they're playing right now. Jason Kidd's got them playing well. The defense is good. But without healthy Luka. Now, if Luka's healthy, game 1, he sits out game 1 and comes back healthy in game 2, if you can have a healthy Luka by game 2, then I think Dallas could win.
Now, if Luka comes back by game 2, that's going to switch the whole thing.
But he's got to be 100%. I got to see him playing, healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy Luka, I think they can pull it off. But I just don't want to see I don't want to see what happened with James Harden last year in the Nets, where James Harden comes back and he looks like, he's fucking shit. He can't move. You know what I'm saying? He can move. So I got to see Luka, man. So Utah, Dallas, I'm going to take a flyer on that for now.
Yeah.
I want to see how Luka looks. And then we got, Memphis and Minnesota. We in series.
Memphis.
I'm going with Memphis.
Memphis.
Memphis is strong. Memphis got a strong team. But, I know everyone loves Ja Morant. To me, he's not an MVP candidate. Great year. You don't have to be, and it's not a diss if you're not an MVP candidate. To me, that's not oh my God, how'd you diss? There's only 4 or 5 real MVP candidates. But Ja Morant had a really good season. Missed a lot of games. They played well without him. They were 20-4 without him. That's a lot. But that's because they got Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams. This kid, Brandon Clark, is a player. DeAnthony Melton's become a really good player. He's a nice bench player. There goes my boy Zach Collins, by the way, off the bench for the Spurs. Healthy now. He's a nice player. Lottery pick. Zach Collins from Gonzaga, who's on Portland. Now he's on the Spurs. Here comes B.I. off a screen. B.I. between the legs. B.I. head fake. B.I. back. Good defense by Collins, but not Herbert Jones hanging and hitting.
And this score is low as hell.
2016,
20.
late first quarter. A lot of defense out here.
Both these teams suck.
Yeah, they're not playing good offense, actually. What was I going to say? But we went to Memphis, Minnesota. Minnesota's got some play. Got D'Angelo, Towns, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell really balling in the fourth quarter of that game.
Pat Bev too.
Pat Bev. They got the kid Jared Vanderbilt's a tough player. I didn't see Torian Prince play last night. He's a good reserve for them. They got Malik Beasley, who can fill it up off the bench from the Nuggets. They got something.
Yeah.
Cat's got to be huge. Like for Minnesota to beat Memphis, or even to take it a deep, Cat's gonna have to come out and be balling, because Memphis has got a physical, strong front line of players that they're gonna use to guard him. Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark. You're gonna see on him. The kid, Kyle Anderson gets run. You're gonna see Memphis is gonna put different guys on Cat to slow him down. So Cat's gonna really have to come out and be guns blazing in that series from Minnesota to be in it.
This is his time, to really prove himself and show the world why he that dude. He's gonna have to have a couple of those crazy 60 game points that he have. He doesn't have to, but he's gonna have to get 30, 10 rebounds.
What about the John Morant, D'Angelo Russell matchup? Kind of interesting, no?
Ja gonna run through
D'Angelo Russell.
He's gonna run through.
I think he could too, but at least D'Angelo Russell's gonna make him play some D. D'Angelo Russell's playing some small basketball. I noticed though. He's playing a lot of moving the ball around. He's playing some heady. Look at Zach Collins out there though. Zach Collins is going in right now. That's a nice pickup for the Spurs, Zach Collins. I think Ja's speed is going to bother D'Angelo Russell though. He's just He's faster and athletic. His foot speed is more. Ooh, CJ with a nice move in the lane for 2. Here comes DeJounte Murray pushing it though. Inside to Collins. Collins got a little guy on him. Collins is going to work. He gets blocked from behind. Collins needs to get a post move though.
Yeah, that's a good pickup for him.
Yeah, Collins needs a post move there though. He should have been able to take CJ.
What team did Collins come from?
Portland.
Oh yeah, he was a part of that CJ trade.
Yeah, here comes CJ. Ooh. Here we go with Keldon Johnson. No, that's not even Keldon Johnson. Oh, that's Bates Diop.
Good shot.
They got some young guys. Is that Lonnie Walker? No, that's Josh Richardson is on the Spurs. That's right. Okay.
Mad young cats.
Yeah, Josh Richardson. All right. Good runner by CJ, but gets fouled. CJ with the one-legged, one-handed runner, he gets fouled. That was a nice little. That's a scorer's move. CJ's got a lot of those scorer types, old school shooting guard type of moves. He's a shooting guard. CJ. He plays like a '90s dude a little bit. If you watch him, he's got a lot of those textbook kind of one-legged runners, floaters. He's got a whole arsenal of that type of shit.
Facts.
CJ is nice. He's an NBA scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's nice shooting guard. This guy can score. He's got a nice variety in his game. Coming off pin downs, coming off curls, stop and pop,
right.
One dribble pull up, all types of shit you get with him. Backdoor cuts. CJ is he's a nice player.
CJ is special.
Yeah, he's a certified scorer. So here's DeJounte between the legs. DeJounte with a nice crossover, pull up J, no good.
Move, though.
Good move, rebound Pelicans, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, drives, pass, Herbert Jones, layup is good. I think it counted. Yeah, I like this rookie Herbert Jones on the Pelicans from Alabama. He's a nice player. Nice versatile forward with multiple skills. He's just a nice young player. Look at the little, got it? Yep, he got it off, Herbert Jones. He might even be an all-rookie team dude.
Facts.
So the playoffs, I think Memphis, it could be second round Memphis Golden State. What do you think of that series?
Memphis Golden State.
That's a good series.
It is.
What about, let's say Phoenix wins, right? And they play the winner of Dallas, Utah. Depends on who it is. We'll see. We'll see it's Luka or maybe Utah. I don't know. I'm not gonna go pick that series yet. I want to see how Luka looks. But if Utah's dangerous, man, you got to be full Dallas doesn't have room to have injuries to me. Like, I don't know, especially with Luka. Luka, it means so much to Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, he's so much, like, for that. Like,
He's the key
like,
to
it's
Dallas.
unbelievable. What do you think about Miami? I think Miami's been playing under the radar. They lose sometimes, but they one seed. You know, they got some young guys. Is Miami for real? I think it's going to be tested in the East. Even in the first round. I'm telling you, if the Hawks play Miami, watch out, Miami. That's going to be a series. The Hawks, I'm telling you, don't be shocked if it's the Hawks Miami and you see Game 7 in that series. I'm telling you, Trae Young will give, Trae Young, Bogdanovich, the way they're playing, you see them blew the Hornets out tonight.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go to Cleveland and win. I'm ready to put good money on that. Anybody want to bet on that
That's
Hawks
tough.
at Cleveland?
Holla at my boy.
Holla at me. I got the
bet.
Hawks. Get your cash apps ready. I got the Hawks over Cleveland.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. You better believe it.
You need to call
Beaver?
somebody pick up. You see my boy pick up.
Oh, I don't know if y'all know, like last night too, baseball, early baseball, I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
The great Clayton Kershaw, he's a veteran now, the pitcher for the Dodgers, right? So he's having a perfect game through 7. I don't know if y'all know, it's a perfect game Clayton Kershaw's throwing through 7 innings.
What does that mean?
That means 9 innings, no one gets on base. Not only do you pitch a shutout, nobody gets on base. 27 batters up, 27 down.
God damn.
No walks, no hits, nobody gets on an error, nothing. 27, 3 outs, 3 out. Every inning is you get 3 outs done. 3 outs, 3 outs, 3 outs, 3 outs, 3 outs. Nobody gets on base. 9 innings.
Damn.
It's only
Boy,
happened
good.
23 times in Major
Boy,
League
good.
Baseball. It's happened 23 times in 140 years. Kershaw had a perfect game
Wow.
through 7, and they took him out because he was on a pitch count.
That's impressive.
Yeah, but they took him out the game. They wouldn't let him try to finish the perfect game because it's 9 innings.
What do you think of
baseball.
what is it, the coach or the league?
This is baseball now. They don't let pitchers pitch the whole game anymore.
Wow.
They keep them on
Right.
these pitch counts. Like once they throw 100 pitches, they take them out or shit like that. Where guys used to finish games, like they didn't have a pitch count so much. It was like, okay, if you're pitching well, we're not taking you out. Especially the guy we trust, we know you're a good pitcher, we letting you rock. The bullpen was if needed. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like they have pitch counts. So like he pitches 7 innings, we got to take him out. 82 pitches. But like the old school guys, I tell you, the more you throw, the more you build strength in that arm. And they got these guys on these pitch counts and all this shit, but guys are blowing their arms out to me more than ever. So it's not working. Your pitch counts and all this shit. You're protecting these guys too much that you're making them fragile in their mind, that they think they're fragile and they're scared. They're so thinking about, I don't want to get hurt. What are we going to do so I don't get injured? That's how you get injured. You keep telling people about getting injured. So like, stop with the pitch counts. Like Kershaw should have had an opportunity to pitch the full 9 inning perfect game. Imagine a guy like that, Kershaw, accomplished fucking star, older guy who's had some injuries, but 7 innings perfect. You gotta let him rock, bro. You gotta let him come out for that 8th inning, and that 9th inning. I would have been tight. I'd have been cursing the manager out. I wouldn't have came out the game. I would have, right when that started, like the 7th inning, I thought, I don't know, I'm in a pitch count. I would have went to the man and be like, yo, you're not taking me out of this game. Don't even think about it. And if I know, because I'm like that, and Kershaw's got clout like that to be, because I know Max Scherzer would have done that. Max Scherzer's a thug pitcher. He's like, yo, you're not taking me out right now. He's told managers
You're
that.
crazy,
I'm not coming out right now. So chill. You know what I'm saying? You stay in the dugout. You chill.
Right.
I got this.
Right, bro.
I would go to Kershaw, I'd go to manager and be like, yo, don't even think about it. No, I'm not coming out until I give up a base runner. Forget that pitch count. We perfect right now. Don't even think about it. I would tell him. I'm going out there. I'd be telling him. I'd be hyped. Like I'm going back out for the 8th inning. Don't fuck with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like stop it. All right. I would be like, oh my god, perfect game. And not even taking me out right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'll feel the way too.
Yeah, like no hitters now. Now a no hitter, guys have like 4 relievers combining for a no hit. Like they really don't let pitchers pitch 9 innings anymore.
Yeah.
I remember you'd have like, if a guy had 6 or 7 complete games in a season, a starting pitcher, it happened. Now we barely get any complete games. Like they're bringing that bullpen in.
Yeah.
They like to only give guys only 5 innings, and now they have bullpen days where they don't even pitch a starter. They just have a bunch of bullpen guys pitch the whole game. Like the starter will go 2 innings, then they'll bring another guy in the 3rd inning, 5th inning. Like they'll plan it out like that. So baseball's changed. It used to be like your starter, you definitely want him to get you 6 innings at least. Like they're not gonna think about taking a guy out for fatigue until like the 6th inning, 7th inning, 8th inning. Now it's like they'll yank you in the 4th inning. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, they use the bullpen differently now. It's more, I guess, interesting. There goes your boy Alvarado. So yeah, Kershaw,
boy.
I think they should have let Kershaw finish that game, but whatever. But yeah, the playoffs are here. We are excited. I think maybe Friday night when we know the matchups, or Saturday we can go through all the series, because it's going to be the Spurs, Pelicans, or Clippers against the Suns.
Yeah, Friday we're gonna.
And most likely Suns are going to win that series against any one of them. The Clippers is interesting though, because they did play the Clippers in the conference finals last year.
Yeah.
Without Kawhi,
so with that comeback. And by the way, we all gonna be live on Friday for that late night podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I think the Nets Boston series.
Look at my boy.
Alvarado.
Woo! Look at my boy.
Your boy Alvarado's out there, son. Look at that bench. He's like that dude on that team. He gets the energy going.
Telling you, he's like that little Pat Bev. Like.
Yeah. He's a good young scrapper. He's from Brooklyn, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I think so.
That's why. See, I feel it.
Jose Alvarado, I know he's from the New York City area, the rookie out of Georgia Tech. He might be a second-year guy. But that's CJ. Good. Pull up in the lane. You saw CJ. Oh, here he goes again. You seen him? Did you see what he just did? He circled?
He's sick, yeah.
Wow, what he does, that's wild what he does. You know what it is? Why he's able to do that? He has extra energy.
Yeah.
His energy, he just has so much energy on the court that he don't mind running and then running around like that. He don't care.
Thanks.
He's like, I'm going to out-energy guys to be in the NBA. I'm only like 6 foot. I'm not the greatest athlete around, but that was a good shot.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to do extra shit to show you how I'm going to stay in the league. Look at him creeping. Look, there he goes.
No.
They're showing him. They're talking about Alvarado. So you put me on to that. I had no idea
that's
he
my
was
boy,
doing this shit
I
like
told
that.
him he's 6, huh?
Big shout out to Jose Alvarado on the Pelicans. That boy nice.
No problem.
But yeah, the only thing that would be interesting to see if Zion came back for the Pels, if they get in. Or Kawhi for the Clippers.
True.
That's where, you know what? That's where it could be dangerous for the Suns in the 1 seed. They're either going to play maybe the Pelicans with Zion or maybe the Clippers with Kawhi.
Right.
So all of a sudden, an 8th seed type of team like the Pelicans and the Clippers all of a sudden gets a lot better with those guys coming back. That they played a whole season without that guy, and now all of a sudden he's there. That makes it a different team, especially with Kawhi, because Kawhi's got playoff experience, finals MVPs, championships with 2 different teams. Like that's kind of why I kind of want to see the Clippers, because I want to see Kawhi. I want to see as many good players in the playoffs as possible. I want to see Kawhi, I want to see Jamal Murray, I want to see Ben Simmons, I want to see Zion, I want to see whoever's out, come back, if you can. I want to see everybody out there. That's, nobody wants to have these guys out with vaccine bullshit and injuries. Like, as many healthies is good, let it go. Like, I want to see Zion, Kawhi, Jamal, Ben, get out there.
Yeah.
Like, it really sucks that Jamal Murray's going to miss 2 playoffs in a row. He missed last year's playoffs. He's going to miss the playoffs again, maybe. I think he's bugging. Because Kawhi's like 2 months later in his injury, and he's ready to come back too. So if Kawhi comes back and Jamal Murray doesn't, to me, it kind of makes Jamal Murray look a little soft. Because Jamal was 2 months, his injury's 2 months earlier than Kawhi's. So Kawhi can't come back faster than you. That don't look right. And Kawhi, he's a guy, he'll milk his shit. Like, Kawhi's not coming back until he's right. We already seen that with him, that he don't play that shit. Like, he's like, yo, I'm hurt. fuck y'all.
He
Like,
gonna
don't
reserve
worry.
his shit and make sure his shit is good to go.
Yeah,
So, now he not coming.
So if Kawhi comes back before Jamal Murray, I'm not liking that as a Nuggets guy. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Spence Ugas this weekend too. That's hot.
Yeah, facts.
Who you got?
I got Ugas.
You got Ugas too.
I got Ugas, yeah. That boy hungry.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about that on the Friday podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to give y'all 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to bring it back on the Friday podcast. If y'all want that after hours, y'all can go to Facebook.
Word.
I'll go to my man Adam Neal. We going to
Yeah, we might do a little after
you know what I'm
hours on
saying?
Facebook.
Or we might give you that 7.5. You never know.
True.
But you live on Critical Thoughts with my man Adam Neal.
You heard?
Rilla Crowley. I'm in the building. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Gamma. What's your boy's name?
Oh yeah, my nigga Gamo Gray.
Gamo Gray.
Shout out to that. Go download that Great Crow.
That Great Crow.
Yeah, that Great Crow. Please subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. Like
Critical Thoughts.
Download that Great Crow.
Yeah, facts. Go download that. Chop it up. We still live on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Holla at us.
Peace.